On this episode of Rebrand Review, we're checking in on Trivago's rebrand. I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Kenny Creative, and today we're looking at the Trivago rebrand. Trivago are a hotel comparison website. They're a competitor to Booking.com, to Hotels.com. Their new brand identity has been created by Design Studio. As always, we don't know the brief, but let's get into it. The concept behind Trivago's rebrand was to reintroduce some charm and uniqueness to the brand that they feel that was lost along the way. They have this new kind of model, search savvy, feels super, and all of the brand identity elements, messaging and visuals all hang together to support that. Obviously they've introduced a new logo. It still retains that tricolour feel that Trivago have always had. There's this new standalone T mark which works really well and includes that tricolour feel when it's a standalone device. They've introduced a wild brand mascot called Hank the Hanger. It's unique, it's charming, it's effective. There's not a lot to dislike. Let's talk about the logo mark. It's not a huge departure from where they were. It's a bit of a neatening up exercise. They've brought in this new kind of T-shape into the Trivago word, and honestly, it feels a little bit clunky for my liking. As a standalone T, it works well, but within the mark, I'm not so sure. The visual application's really interesting. They've laid really lovely illustrations over the top of really well shot photography, and when them things combine, it looks excellent, and it echoes the Hank mascot character really beautifully. They've mocked up some wayfinding signage which looks excellent. The brand photography is really top-notch stuff, and Design Studio have hilariously mocked up a 404 error page. Like that, no design studio puts any emphasis on the 404 page not found on a website, but that's quite unique. And then the website though, the website kind of has this grey tech startup feel that, honestly, with the rest of the brand elements, I feel it could have went a lot further down the unique and charming route, but we'll see how that evolves. For the typography, they've created their own type family called Savvy Grotesque. The font itself is really nice, and Trivago, mostly an online brand, so this probably isn't a huge concern. I do worry that there's a lot of little ink traps in there where if they print things, business cards, flyers, it might smudge. There's just a few areas for concern. They haven't used Savvy Grotesque as their logo font, which is understandable. I'm not a huge fan of brands using their own type everywhere within the brand. It's a great font. They haven't used it in the logo. The ink traps are a little concern. Being Trivago or Trivago, using 3 colours makes sense. They haven't thrown all of the colours out. They've tweaked them, they've changed them a bit. They feel warm, they feel friendly and inviting. When you see it on things like the wayfinding signage, it does work really well. Big points for me in the colour column. All in all, the Trivago rebrand is really good. It's fresh, it's unique, it's charming. I love Hank the Hanger. It's a bit wild, it's a bit of an outside choice for a mascot, but it brings fresh charm to the brand. It works really well. A few small areas for concern. I still think they could have done more with the website, but maybe Design Studio weren't in charge of that. Let's score this thing. Concept, 5. They've brought the charm back. I love Hank the Hanger. I love what they've done with it. It's really solid. Nothing to dislike. Can't fault it at all. Logo, 3. I think the T in the word mark's a bit clumsy feeling. I like it as a standalone device, but in the word mark, I'm not so sure. Visuals and application, 4. Illustrations led over photography. Looks good. It's not groundbreaking, but honestly, what they've done looks great. Type, 3. For me, this is maybe the weakest part of the rebrand. It's fine, but that's what it is. It's fine. I'm concerned about the ink traps. It's fine. Colour, 5. I love the expanded colour palette. I love the range when it all comes together. It works really nicely. That's a total score of 4 out of 5. The Trivago rebrand, it's really good. Design Studio have done an excellent job. Maybe a bit pedestrian, maybe the website could have done more. 4 out of 5 is a great score and rebrand review, and that's it. Like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.